guys, welcome back to FX Rhapsody. Today we will be looking at the Euro USD dollar and also the USD dollar Japanese yen. But before we hit the charts, let's just go visit my website. With my analysis, I look at the COT report, the commitment of traders, and I've got an updated version on my website under the resource tab. There's also some nice videos that you can go and look at, and also go visit my website, go to my links, and where we can chat. And if you've got any questions, just don't hesitate to ask. So let's hit the charts. The Euro USD dollar EU on a monthly time frame, what we can see is, I'm just going to dot out a couple of zones for you. So we've got this one over here that we can see. I just want to do it like that. There we go. And then I've got another one which is done here. There we go. Just a very small one like there. Okay. So currently price is sitting in between these two zones. So first target is, we can see that the price is moving down slightly. So first target is, I would like to see, let's just expand this a bit. I would like to see price coming down to this first target or first support. And then from there on, having, if it breaks that, going to that second support area over there. So those will be our two targets that I see price going towards. First off is that, and then if it breaks that, that will be our next target area. You can see these are big areas of support in on the monthly time frame. So let's keep an eye out for them. We have to go to the, let's roll down to the weekly time frame. So what we see on the weekly time frame, if we take out our Fibonacci from the very low to the very high, okay, we can see that price is currently sitting very nicely on that area over there of support. So once price breaks this area here, and if, not once, if price breaks it, it will come and retest, and it will go down even more. Let's expand this. I would like to see price coming down at least to this area of the 62 right there. What I want to do is, I want to keep that area highlighted. Here we go. I want to keep it highlighted for the weekly and for the monthly. I'll go back to the monthly just now. But on a weekly time frame, I would like to see price at least shooting for that target at the 62%. But for now, we need to see, or we want to see price break this area. We also have this liquidity at the bottom here, and we can see that price made all these sell liquidities going up. Price came down, almost tapping out some liquidity, didn't take it, came up and made a double top at the top here. So we can see price slowly heading downwards. So once price breaks through this, it will come and tap out this area over here, this sell liquidity that's lying here. The next stop will obviously be just below this area over here. Okay, once it breaks this area, next stop will be that area over there. Okay, so on a daily time frame, let's see what's happening. On a daily time frame, we've got this downward movement, as we can see with that trend line. We can also see that price is it's sitting right there. I expand it a bit, you can see that it just broke. That was a previous support. It came up, it was support, and it broke it, and now it bounced, and this support is acting as a resistance currently. We didn't see price closing last week above it, closed below it, so it acted as a resistance, bouncing off this trend line, this downtrend that's currently happening. So just this area here is our first target that I just showed you on the weekly time frame. So what I would like to see is price heading down at least to that area over there. COT reports. Let's get some confirmation of the commitment of traders. So here we can see that the net positions on the euro is also getting lower. So it went from 118,000 all the way down to 45,000, meaning you can also see here the guys took a lot of longs out of the market and they're pushing the sells or the shorts into the market. So the big banks are pushing price down. So we can definitely expect price to gradually move its way down again, taking out these areas over there. So I'm definitely, that is my analysis on that. I just wanted to change because I wanted to go back to that and just keep this as well so this is not visible on those two. So now again, let's quickly look at the weekly. I've highlighted this area, the 62%, if you can remember. Now, if we go down to the, or drill up again to the monthly, I'm just going to scroll down or scroll out. I'm going to draw this trend line for you. This is monthly. So now remember, there you go. This is now nice trend line. I mean, you can see since when was this? 2008. Price have been respecting, tapping this trend line, going up, going down. Eventually, it broke this trend line. So what I'm saying is, I want price to come in, test that trend line. And where does it test? Very nicely on that 62% area. So I'm saying price is definitely heading its way down towards that area at least to come and retest this trend line that's moving down. So it's a very interesting observation, especially on the monthly, going weekly to the daily. So that is my analysis on Euro USD. Let's move on to the dollar Japanese yen. We don't need that far out, so we can just move it in slightly. There we go. Okay, so on this pair, let's just get it right. Sorry guys, there we go. So we can see this big area of supply, the supply zone that's at the top. Okay, this is a very big area of supply. So we can see that price is moving into that area, this small little trend line. So price is slowly starting to come into the supply area over here. It tapped it once. I expect it to tap it again. So I expect price to move up still. I mean, we're almost at the end of the month. So we can expect price to move up even more into this supply area before anything happens, before it might start turning to the downside. On a weekly time frame, let's just expand it a bit more. There we go. So on the weekly time frame, you can see that price came up and made a quick movement to the downside, came up to retrace. Just want to pull my Fibonacci out. So what I would like to see is, price has made its way up to the upside for the weekly. I expect the next candle to come up even more, and maybe going into that 70%, 70.5% retracement area before price start moving to the downside. So we will definitely keep our eye on this area over here to see what happens on the lower time frames. Let's go down to the daily time frame. So we've seen this before, done my analysis. In actual fact, last week was a bit of a dud on this pair, but what we see here is we can see that there was this big upwards movement, uptrend in between these two trend lines. So price was bouncing off it, made a fake out at the top, came down, broke it, came back in, broke it again, and now you can see how price is, tapping that trend line once more. So if I pull my Fibonacci from the high to the low, from the highest to the lowest, again, same with the weekly, what I'm expecting is price to ride this trend line up until the 70%. So basically, it might do something like that. Not quite in two candles, but I mean, that's the movement. It's going to go up, down, eventually to the top there, at least. And then from there on, we might see price going down. But I mean, the dollar is strengthening. Japanese yen also coming out of its slumps. Let's have a look here, talking about that. Let's look at the Japanese yen, what's happening here. So the Japanese yen, it went from a negative 69,000 to a negative 56,000 to 50. So you can see that the net position is getting smaller, meaning it's moving more towards the positive side. So they are pushing some long orders and short orders, into the market. So the net effect is getting smaller, meaning that slowly but surely the yen is also strengthening. But definitely some news can affect this outcome, especially what's happening in the US. So basically, let's keep an eye on this pair and see what happens in this next week. So guys, that's all from me for these two pairs. I hope you guys are having a wonderful weekend. Again, go visit my website. Just browse through there. Some nice, interesting information there. Just like my video, subscribe to my channel, hit that notification bell. I'll definitely be sending some more analysis out. And again, stay safe and happy trading, guys.